Welcome back to some professional StarCraft. A name you might know and a name you might not. But in a friendly, though there was a prize, friendly best of 3. Just for fun, maybe a little bit of Terran versus Protoss discussion, but let me introduce you. You've probably seen him before. And I'm sure you'll see him again. But, calling him the best American Protoss who's not Neeb feels like a disservice, even though that's no insult at all. But essentially, the best of the rest. Probably the second highest ranked player in the United States, and arguably the most entertaining. It's Root Gaming's puCK. And the challenger in the top left. Another Grandmaster player, playing Terran, using the alternative account name of the most annoying person in Breaking Bad as opposed to his main account name, and we're not sure why. It's like when people use barcodes for show matches. Anyways, it's Skylar/Top Gun, or if we're gonna go full tasteless, we'll just call him Terran. Terran versus Protoss, a matchup that a lot of people have strong opinions on, and, well, we'll see if we have any special tactics at hand. A little bit of mech, maybe. Some proxies. Both players sending out workers early on. puCK known for almost overly and embarrassingly technical strategies that sometimes end up in him getting behind or even losing because he focuses so much on messing with his opponent as opposed to just building up an army. But usually he comes out on top of it. On the other hand, I have no idea how Top Gun... You know what? He gets to be called... If he uses an account named Skylar, it's going to be very hard for me not to call him Skylar. So we're going with Skylar. But I don't know what strategies he prefers. So there's one way to find out. A lot of things happening on the minimap right now. The probe is escaping. The SCV passes by it. The Reaper is looking for any proxy pylons. Right now, honestly, in pretty much every Protoss matchup, it's not just PvP anymore. It's kind of expanded to everything. It is not even remotely uncommon to just build a random pylon somewhere and not even build anything next to it. You just build a pylon in the corner. Why not? Oh, well, we don't pause for anyone here. Okay, well, for me, but Skylar really scouting around with the Reaper. puCK has been known to do 2-gate attacks, proxy stargates. They're not something he relies on, but he definitely doesn't shy away from those sneaky plays. The probe already... What a save! Now, is it worth saving the SCV instead of just getting an orbital by putting it inside? He has to... Just the fact he was able to save it is incredibly amusing, but it's not often you see Command Center load micro being a factor at all in StarCraft games. Oh, the Shade actually completed. puCK looking to bully back the Reaper, and he will pass back through the bunker area. What am I saying? What are those words? He will pass back through the bunker area. He's leaving. Oh, wait, he's not leaving. Wait, what? Did he kill something? I don't know. I don't know anything about this game. Alright, let's just go full GSL and turn the health bars off and just describe things by passing through the beautiful tall grass outside the open beach-like spaces are 2 units with really fancy capes making their way up onto the sand past these pseudo palm trees and the pirate chest, apparently. Why is it a pirate chest? I don't know, Egg. It's a great question. Why are pirates involved? Anyway, Cyclone is out. Other Adept will be recalled before the lock-on, and he'll get out. A very defensive style from Skylar to start. No real aggressive options. Maybe a medevac for... Well, no, it's a Viking first. So 3 command centers, a Cyclone bunker, well, that's not a wall. It's just kind of a wall. Okay, now it's a wall. Would you guys like more information all about walls? You've subscribed to Wall Facts. Okay, did you know that the Great Wall of China is visible from space? Well, you shouldn't, because that's a lie. If you zoom in enough, like, it's really not that large. It's like 15 feet across. You can't actually... Anyways. It's one of those, like, fake facts that make... Before the internet, people said to make themselves sound smart. Like, unlike other very important real facts, like the human eye can't see more than 24 FPS, so why do you guys complain when the stream isn't fully 60? Or why do they call it the Xbox 360? Of course, that's because when you see it, you turn 360 degrees and walk away. A classic technique. Well, so far, the only damage that has been done, 1 Adept and 2 SCVs died. A scan will see everything it... Wait, did it see the Robo-Bay? He sees the Twilight, he sees the Robo-Bay. He doesn't know about the third base. This is quite a quick third. What is this? What is this, Skylar? Well, he really doesn't want anything to get into his base, but I feel like this isn't City Skylines. You have to have units behind the wall. Otherwise, it doesn't really stop anything. I guess he's going with the Turtle Terran strats, which still work at Grandmaster to most players' annoyance. puCK, on the other hand, a much more micro-oriented style. It's going to be Ruptor Drop. Army's moving out. Wait! War Prism uses the high ground, breaks the lock. Nicely done. But there are 2 tanks inside the medevac. I like how he's hiding them. The Viking's going to find the Prism. Oh, that's not where the... puCK a little slow on adjusting there, but everything is chasing it. This one Prism is buying a lot of time. puCK being a little lazy with it, I'll be honest. Blink is done, so aggressive defense is on the menu. There is an observer to see wherever the main army... Where are you going? You killed it! I don't think Skylar realizes he killed the Prism, so he just assumed it was further back, and guess what? Now the Stalkers... They show up to the front door, they take a look around, they make some angry gestures at the depots, and then blink out. But, gonna look to pick off some of these. A bit not ideal here, but if he gets the medevac with 2 tanks in it, obviously that's a great pickup. Okay, 2 medevacs and a Viking. This is kind of confusing how this has gone down so far, but puCK with some good pickoffs. Skylar definitely being caught off guard. But by no means game-ending damage, okay? In fact, this push is going to continue. As long as he doesn't... Does he realize you have 2 tanks and a medevac? Why? At this point, I don't know if it's worth the risk. puCK has shield batteries. He's got 60 probes. Where are the Ruptors? Does he have any Ruptors? He has 1. And now he's building a Colossus, an extended thermal lance. So he's getting a little bit of everything, to be honest. On the other side, Skylar, I don't know why it has taken... It always seems to happen with puCK games, but it has taken a while. But we've settled down, we calmed down, we chilled out, and now we're getting upgrades and units like you're kind of supposed to. Everybody just decided that we can take 3 CCs. Skylar just going to scan everything like a Bronze League hero instead of trying to scout like a normal, competent Terran player, but that's okay. Why am I coming at this with a hostile... I don't know. I remember Skylar / Top Gun from the Grandmaster Battle Royale, and he annoyed me with his whining. That's why. I remember now. puCK, while he may whine, he usually can back it up. That's the difference. But we'll see. Best of 3. We get plenty of opportunities to see who backs what up. A scan... Does he... It looks like he picked off the 1 observer that was on the other side. Skylar really just... He's gonna... Wow. That is a big commitment. And those Marauders will be left at home because they were not the... Well... Really, puCK? No, when you lose observer vision, sending out hallucinations, try to keep tabs on that army. Very important, and definitely pays off there with the Doom drop immediately scouted. A scan? I don't know if he spotted the army. The army's right here, my friend. The Disruptors. He throws a shot out. He throws both shots. The curveball. Skylar walks right into it. The bio army trying to engage. You can't engage Colossi. He needs tank support. So everybody just kind of stumbled into one another there, and unlike a rom-com, they're gonna go their separate ways, and well, maybe they'll meet again. Okay, maybe they'll meet again. Sparks flew in this first relationship, but puCK blinked, and he wasn't able to close the distance. 2-2. Well, actually 2-1. puCK notoriously... puCK is a player who likes to use all the options his units have as opposed to just making his units better. And by that I mean really active unit compositions that sometimes crumble when your opponent is, say, has like half a dozen tanks, puCK. It's not gonna work. He's like, well, if I just micro my Blink Stalkers well enough. Calm down, parting. Oh my god, he's gonna try to break it. The Zealot drops to draw tank shots. I don't know. He's gonna try to break the tanks, though. He's on top of everything. The Zealot drop's drawing him in, but the target fire isn't perfect. There are some storms. Not really enough. He hits a lot of this. So what we've learned from this, siege tanks, still good units. Oh my god. Yeah. puCK decides to go face first into a brick wall, and he tries to come at it from an angle, but it's still a brick wall. So... And he only has 65 probes. It's not like he's lost probes. puCK just does this sometimes. He's gonna take his square peg, and he's gonna find a round hole, and then who knows what happens next. I mean, if he has the numbers or the upgrades, he can break it, but those tanks are in a near-perfect concave. You know, I don't know if that's the unit you want to be scouting, but down goes the Prism. What are you doing, puCK? A planetary and tanks. Okay, no, that's gonna be a no. Bring in these. Oh, it's just gonna warp in more. There is a wall, but the depots are down. You can't just leave your door unlocked, okay? This ain't Canada. The Zealots... wait. Oh my god, he's just gonna try to break everything. Here we go again. The EMPs come out in front. The Disruptor's not firing. A massive Zealot flank. Air ball on the first Disruptor shot. The Colossi trying to push through. He can bring the Warpins for reinforcement. He's trying to duck on top. The Prism is targeted down, but still so much damage being done. The Vikings hit the deck. A shot comes out. He hits Vikings with the Disruptor, but once again, siege tanks. Very good units. A mediocre execution there from puCK. Skylar was able to get the EMPs. The Disruptors did not really connect. The Warpin was incredibly ambitious. What are you doing? What the fuck? Okay. At some point, puCK will realize that maybe attacking headfirst into siege tanks in a planetary, not the ideal choice, but that point apparently is not now. So we're going to continue down this road. Fusion Core on the way. That's likely for Liberator range, but I'm going to tease battle cruisers a little bit. Well, that's not where your Templar should be. So they end up getting incredible storms. The Ghost a little bit late on the draw with that EMP. He was rummaging around in his back pocket, couldn't find the energy. So those storms actually softened up the army pretty well. Much of the damage these players are doing to each other is more accidental than intentional. Almost every intentional attack, whether it be the Doom Drop or Can we take a moment? Can we just take a moment?
Wow.
All right, moving on. Some of the most intense micro-dueling happening. As these players continue to build up even more expensive and dangerous armies, we'll see how they use them poorly. Liberator's coming out. Liberator range not done yet. The upgrades 3-2 for Skylar, 2. Oh, just 2-2 for puCK. So he's going to be very, reliant on splash damage. You got some Templar and a Prism. Ooh, and a lot of that army is incredibly vulnerable to Storm. He scans forward. Well, guess what? Here's puCK's army. All the tanks are abandoned. I don't know, Cub. Because the tanks are protecting that area. The Liberators are protecting the front. So, he's got a Protoss sandwich going on right now. The tanks are trying to join up. Liberator range is closing in. But puCK comes around the back. He's got 2 Warp Prisms. And he's doing Archon drop micro. Looks like Skylar is... Whoa, 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 whoa! That's a lot of Storm. But there are so many medevacs, he survives much of it. I guess we're base trading. Why am I not surprised? The Disruptor... Oh, a direct hit on the center. Here come the Warp Prisms. I mean... He could storm the tanks. Oh, the tanks on siege at like the worst possible time. And puCK is like, you know what? I don't care. Brings the Templar to the other side. The Liberators will siege up. There's very few bio units left. puCK is going in. He's cleared out the center base. He's going straight for the 3rd. The 4th is just chilling. He does have some units at home. The liberation, the Venn diagram of freedom protecting... Oh, wait, until he unsieges everything. The tanks all siege up in the same spot, which is, you know, like... Not a great idea, but it doesn't matter. At this point, he has 1 Marauder. puCK came home. Oh god, the Selecto Army hotkey, it's unclear. Does he have a recall? Does he use a recall? At this point, Skylar has the most awkward set of units. He's got 4 medevacs, he's got 6 Liberators, he has 7 tanks, and he has no reinforcements. puCK gutting his bases, but he himself is being disemboweled by this Terran player. So the supply is still very high. It's gonna come down to the recall. A lot of these units badly bruised, but the Storms are just not making landfall here on King's Cove. Skylar sieging up a lot of dangerous Liberators. He doesn't have any ship weapons upgrades. He does have +2 mech weapons. puCK is on his way back home. Skylar down to 25 workers, but mules are a thing. Ooh, feedback looking pretty good. EMPs come out, but late on the draw again. puCK has his big army all together. The army supply is almost dead even. Exactly even now. The upgrades, 3-3 against 3-2, but puCK is closing on +3 armor. He's not going to wait. Some more Liberators are coming up. Are we going? What are we doing, puCK? He's in no man's land right now. He's cutting off... Wow, that's a lot of Liberators. And also a lot of Liberators he's losing coming across the map. There are 13 Liberators. Okay, so now what? Everybody just take a breather. Because, yeah. So, well, there's some units at home for puCK that the Storms are good, but I guess we're base trading again. All right, we hit the pause button on that for a sec, but we're back to it. The liberation zones cover much of this base, but puCK is going to absolutely obliterate the entirety of Skylar's base. Can Skylar do the same? Jesus Christ, that's a lot of Liberators. Oh. Skylar's, his production, if the production is gone, there are no more... Well, at this point, I don't think anybody's building many more units. puCK's supply is still really high. But how do you stop 12 Liberators? The only redeeming factor is that Liberators do not kill buildings. That's about it. That's all he's got going for him. Oh, the Storms. He needs the Storms. There's still some ghosts in the mix. The Storms are good. Still some medevacs. Badly bruised. A strong gust of wind would knock him out of the sky. puCK is clearing out the base, leaving the charge lots behind. This would be the time for DTs, if there ever were one. I think... Oh, but he's boxed him in! You can't... You gotta recall out. Oh, no. Some of them, they're literally... Oh, no, the army is trying to come up his own ramp. He recalls out. A few of his forces left behind. Oh, God. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Where are you going? Oh, the Trail of Tears. That's an optimistic blink. So, Skylar has choked out a bunch of puCK's units, but puCK still has a significant army. He still has a little tiny bit of economy. He has destroyed most of Skylar's production. Skylar is slowly working through. The problem is... Oh, is he gonna drop... Oh, Zealot bombs on the tanks! Not so friendly fire. I mean, if he gets rid of the tanks, the Templar might have an eye. Is there any space where the Liberators won't obliterate? At some point, he's going to have to unsiege the tanks. The tanks are killing themselves! It's an incredibly effective strategy at this time. The main base, the medevacs are out of energy. Overworked, underpaid. But the Liberators are encroaching. Slowly but surely. The Liberators will be getting closer. Can puCK bring them back? That's the question. That's what we're asking. Okay? Oh, a storm from the side. He finds a space within the out of the liberation zones. Skylar being whittled down. The main base is gone. So there's still, I mean, at this point, even a 2 HP Liberator is too dangerous. The choke points are disgusting. The army supply is still near even. The Templar looking for an opportunity. What? The Blink Stalkers come in. He loses a lot of them. He looked for the, if he could get rid of the Liberators. Oh, he really wants a storm from the high ground. He gets it. The EMPs connect. Are all the, the medevacs are gone. These units will never be healed again. But what about the emotional trauma, Winter? What about my emotional trauma? Oh, the storms! But is there anything to stop the Liberators? He still has a handful of Marauders. The Zealots! What are they doing? puCK is getting driven back again. It's just, the army is 10 Liberators, 4 tanks, and a handful of bio. There's still a storm. Oh my, at this point. Oh my god. Where are the barracks? The barracks are, I mean, puCK, there's a lot of, there's a planetary. He has a planetary. Skylar is mining again. Okay. There are still a couple Templar. There are 6 Templar. The storms are working through. puCK has the tools. Oh my god, the ghosts. There's only 3 ground units that aren't siege tanks. At some point, he's gonna lose his coverage. Oh yeah, and then puCK's like, oh, 15 Zealots might help. Yeah, maybe a little bit. That's a good point, puCK. Oh, the EMPs, though, on the Zealot Prism. And puCK can't remake a Prism. I don't... puCK is actually supply blocked. Losing the Prism is actually rough here. Is he making... does he have a robo? There is no robo. Wow, Skylar. You had one job. He remade 2 medevacs and promptly lost them to the most obvious pathing that you could ever go. Now, puCK, he doesn't... if you look at the puCK vision here, alright, the anti-freedom cam, if you would, he doesn't know about these bases. Now, that is an important factor. The main base has been retaken, which is, you know, hilarious. Skylar gonna lift his. The observers are essentially uncontested here. The ghosts, oh, a dangerous game being... he could EMP the observer. What are you doing? Are you insane? You know, like, you need those. Why were you scouting with ghosts? Scout with, like, a Liberator. Oh, no. He's unsieging everything. The observer sees it. Oh, no! The storms! Oh, God, those storms. Yeah, that's gonna be that. Wait, right? Yeah. Okay. puCK takes game number 1. Well, I mean, not very cleanly. How many... ooh, that was a bit of a mess. Near even resources lost. Skylar, I think a few moves, like a few less losing random units by flying them over puCK's army, and that could have looked very different. But it didn't. Oh my god, Jimmy, please. That was a mess. And it's a puCK game. Game 2, Kairos Junction. Thank you. puCK up 1-0. Skylar giving him a run for his money. by the way. That SCV is not scouting. I want to make it very clear. That SCV does not appear to be scouting. Yep. And away we go. Probe scout is coming out pretty quick. It will see the lack of barracks, but that doesn't give him too much information. The question is, there's a whole, like, philosophical argument, as well as a mathematical argument on, so, he's gonna know there's not a barracks in the base, but is it worth it to him to scout for where the barracks could be? Because it's a lot of mining time to lose if you send another probe out to scout. But if you find it, or even figure out exactly what it is, like if they're adding a tech lab or not or something, that is very valuable. Skylar has put this, so puCK is looking for it. Is he gonna find it? That's probably not. He's looking in the obvious location. Oh my god. Wow, a bold move by puCK. We'll just slap down the Nexus. He's scouring the map. He may eventually find it. But he didn't stick around to see if a factory would be built on the high ground, which I feel is a... Oh, okay, he's gonna find it. He's gonna find it. Fuck. The probe is pathing there. It'll be there in just a moment. He finds it. He sees the reactor as well. The Reaper comes in. He's gonna have to probe micro out of this one. Well, he's gonna lose one. Some good micro so far on Skylar. The Reaper. Getting 2 kills and getting out would be nice. A Stalker is on the way. puCK a little greedy. A Stalker is a greedy move. But if he actually... Okay. 2 kills. A lot of mining time. But puCK did expand in a pretty timely manner. Whoa, there's a probe out here. Okay. I think he's kind of trying to wait out the Reaper. He's going to go back and see if anything else is building. Stalker already here looking for a kill of Skylar. Not going to find it. Wait, where's the other... Oh, what? He's inside the base. Very sneaky probe. Because Skylar kind of just left the door open. So that's going to be a... Right now, puCK has all the information he needs. He knows the factory with a tech lab, the starport timing. There's a reactor building up. This is, there's just some random Marines over here, because why wouldn't there be? Three gates on the way. No other tech for puCK. He's just going for sheer units here. As he chrono boosts out. I think he was chrono boosting Warp Gate. Or maybe it was another Stalker. I don't know. Commitment to a tech lab. So, Cloak Banshee, more than likely. Oh, Reaper is taken out. But when you do go for an expand like this and you're forced to build so many Stalkers, you're less likely to have detection as over. It looks like there will be a Robo. But even if you do have Observer or Observers... Okay, so this is going to get weird. The Cyclone is taking out a pylon in the front, and that's actually a super important pylon for puCK. It's his only one at the natural. As well as might supply block him momentarily. The Cyclone kind of just shows up in some... So puCK is actually outmaneuvering. He uses the high ground to break the lock on the clone. Oh, wait, there's some... Yep, okay. But Marines come out. The Cyclone actually be... Yep. So that happened. The Cyclone lives. What a micro god. But so did most of the Stalkers. So... And here come the boys! Of course. Full repairs. And Well, the Stalkers are actually on the other side of the map. They're gonna repair the clone. Is there a recall? Unfortunately, the tank not where it needs to be, but that gives away the position of the Stalkers. The scan comes out. He kills the Observer, which is the only detection. The shield battery gonna be unpowered. Is there a recall? He doesn't have energy for a recall. He has to recall to the net, where he's already under fire. He's gonna lose one of the Stalkers. The probes are pulled. Adepts at the back. Does he have any more weapons? There's no detection for the Banshees. He doesn't have an Observer. The Banshees will just eventually kill everything. Probes are killing a tank. This is real life. Wait, he repairs the tank. It's a team effort. Here comes the Immortal. There goes the tank. But the Banshees live. The boys are still underneath. There's nothing to stop the wait, there's a shield battery. One of the Banshees is out of energy. But repair is good. Is there enough? I mean, right now puCK just doesn't have money. He can't warp in any more Stalkers. The scan, but he's trying. There's not enough units to shoot the Observer. That's kind of sad. But the problem is, one Stalker does not kill two Banshees. Oh, another tank, another nail, and another Banshee. They just kind of show up to the party, and puCK. Unfortunate. You got a little too greedy out on the map. He has no energy. That's it. 1-1. Skylar takes game number 2. Excuse me. Yep. So, some absolutely peak North American StarCraft there. As you can tell. As you can tell what this season of GSL is inspired by. Let's get back to the action. 1-1 is the score. Top left is puCK, bottom right is Skylar, also known as Top Gun, also known as Proxy Terran Cheeser. Is it puCK's? Oh my god, puCK sent out a probe at the beginning of the map. At the match. Map 2, whatever. And get your boats ready, we're on Port Alexander. And we are taking a cruise to Crazy Town. Yeah, that. It's a 2-gate. Or is it? Probably. SCV scout going out. No proxy. Will he who proxies be the one who wins each of these games? Wait, was there a proxy in game 1? No. Game 1 was just a mess. It was a much larger scale mess than game 2, but it was a mess. Probe gets in. And it doesn't come in at too suspicious of a timing. That's part of this. Making it look like he's doing a normal, old-fashioned probe scout. He's blocking the gas steal. Cybercore is on the way. The second gas timing will probably be a giveaway for Skylar. We're going to find out in a sec, though. If he slaps down this command center... Uh-oh. Well, never mind. Yeah. My friend. Not a math expert. He really is gonna need a bunker. He's gonna need it. He starts it. The Reaper's looking for it. And, oh my god. Are you kidding me? It's like, oh, what a stealthy tactic of putting it slightly to the left. But the bunker is on the way. Just the lack of expansion or attempted expansion is what matters here. He really needs that bunker. He really... Oh, puCK kind of shades to the other side, so the bunker will finish. But he does delay the... Oh, what a juke! But the command center will be significantly delayed. Oh. Interesting Adept micro. Another Adept's on the way across. He's building another Adept as well. The thing is, he has to get to the bunker, which is not... Oh, Okay. One adept is bruised. There is an SCV. Another adept at the front. Here we go again. Okay, now there are 3 adepts. There are 3, which is dangerous. And he slaps down a Nexus after he pushes the SCV out of the way. So the Marine's not having a great day coming out of that barracks. What else is? There's still a Marine in the Rex. Throws a grenade. Almost pops the adepts over the top. Doesn't really want to be repairing. puCK just kind of breaking down the wall here. A Cyclone starts. Skylar's starting to take this very seriously now. Oh, good grenade. He's kind of just... Where's an Oracle? The Reaper usage is top-notch. Like, the Reaper is keeping him in this game. He probably will be able to finish the CC eventually with it. The fact it's bought as much time as it has made a lot of the difference here. The Cyclone is coming up. The Reaper finally dies. Don't let him in. He doesn't. The Shade actually breaks the lock. It looks like puCK's just gonna leave. And the SCV did die here. Oh, he recalls out. But, no, all the Adepts are gone. An Oracle is flying in. And the SCV is in position to scout as well. The Adepts are just gonna kind of shade to the other side. Remember, there is a gateway on the opposite corner. Skylar is not ready for the Oracle. He only has 21 SCVs, which, you know, like, isn't great. But here comes the clone. Does puCK actually outrun the clone? Does he need a scan? Okay, so there's a lot of airspace back here. That is... So Skylar's got 20 SCVs. He just finally finished his second base. Doesn't even have an orbital. puCK has a Stargate. And it looks like he wants to attack, which I think actually could be the worst thing to do here. There are 2 oracles. He's gonna... I mean... It's hard to tell. Like, if puCK attacks, I don't actually think that's a good idea. Because the tank and bunker are probably enough. He doesn't have glaives. He's just gonna shade in. There is an oracle, but he's been rallying Marines. He's just gonna fucking go for it. Okay. So here come the oracles, but one of them got locked onto, which means it's going to die. Tanks are very good. We learned this in Game 1, that tanks are incredibly good units. I mean, a ton of SCVs are gonna die. But the downside is so are every single one of puCK's units. So... Now puCK has 1 Oracle, and that's it. He kind of just lost everything. He warps in some Stalkers, but the Cyclone upgrade is on the way, and Blink is a long way off. He gets a tag, does not get a tag on the Oracles. Yeah, I don't know. Skylar has to attack soon. Okay, like, maybe with the upgrade finishing and with the Raven. But he's got to go. And I think he has to pull what little of the boys he has. Like, at least 5 of them or so. Because these units are going to need repair. It's very... If he doesn't go, and puCK is actually able to build up Blink Stalkers, well, that seems like the ticket. Yeah, puCK is building up a significant amount of infrastructure now. If he gets +1, Blink, all these gates online, Skylar kind of needs to go. He does not know there's a 3rd. He hasn't found the proxy gate. He has to know there is a proxy gate, but does it actually matter at this point? Like, you don't macro it out from here. He just punched you across your economy's face. I don't... And it hurt. That's why they pay me the esports money. Alright. It hurt a lot. The Cyclones will just die if they're alone now. Now that Blink is done. So, like, yeah. I mean, this attack seems a little. Oh, here come the boys! Attack seems a little on the late side, but oh, does he notice the stasis? He's trying to bait him in. He's trying, but can he masterfully bait him? Maybe, maybe not. The lock-ons do a ton of. Oh, the boys! He saw the stasis at the last second with the Raven, but 5 of the boys get caught. There's not even any mineral mining besides mules. He even pulls another SCV. But what is puCK? puCK! Eats an anti-armor missile. He gets the cyclones. Okay, he's gotta go. Skylar's not. It's just the tank. Oh, he just blinks on. Wait, he blinks onto it. Another cyclone shows up. I mean, puCK should have more than enough. He's got 58 pro. Oh, the boys are the boys are playing. If he hadn't lost every single cyclone, I think this might be something. Unfortunately, he lost every single cyclone, so the probes are pulled. The workers on both sides. The probes just kind of watching. Yeah, that'll do it. puCK holds on. Not sure what the scan was for. And puCK wins 2-1 in the most high-level, intense match of StarCraft that anyone has ever watched. Yeah. Okay. So, there you go. Yeah. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, ring the bells, check out puCK, check out Skylar/Top Gun if he has things to promote, to make you gotta do all those things, and then you gotta appreciate people who play games like this. You might be like, wow, what a mess. Think about if you didn't have people who played games like this, you wouldn't be able to waste your time watching me waste my time watching other people waste their time playing video games. I feel like you can't argue with that. So, thank you.